I swear by Trevor Chalobah.
Oh my God! Nicholas Jackson!
Need to hang up that computer call.
Hello, and welcome back to the Baker Shows channel. Today we are joined by Charlie,
Hello.
who is an academy footballer. Seeing as this video is focused around football, we're going to be playing Soccer Manager 25. Soccer Manager 25 gives you unrivaled tactical control over your football club, with every element of your club at your fingertips. So let's get into it. So the way this is going to work is, while me and Charlie work out what we're doing, I will ask him some questions about his football experience. Then while we're in game one, I will get Charlie to name his top three of different categories. In game two, we will talk about the rise of Jamie Vardy, who famously didn't come through an academy yet won the Premier League. So question one is, what is the biggest scoreline you have won by, and what is the biggest scoreline you have lost by in general?
In general?
Yeah.
I think the first game I ever played was a friendly and we lost about 12-1.
12.
Yeah.
But
I scored though.
What age was this?
Like under 10s. And I scored a goal and went mental because obviously it was my first ever game. But like, yeah, we were about 12-0 down.
Oh, yeah. That's poor.
And my biggest win, it might have been this season, we won 7-0. Actually, no, it's not. Last year, we played against this team that just shouldn't have been in our league. And we won 21-0.
21-0, they didn't even score.
Well, actually, I've got a little fun fact. They did actually score, but they didn't even write it down when they reported the match. They just put it down as 21-0, even though it was 21-1.
They've given up counting.
They just gave up. They didn't even count their goal.
Alright, next up we've got, where do you play now, and what other positions have you played?
I play as a DM now, but I've played just about every position on the football pitch. I started off as a centre-half, and then I moved to right wing because I was just rapid and I could just run past people at age like 11. And then I stayed as a winger for like maybe 3 or 4 years. And then I got moved inside to cam, and then I've just sort of gradually dropped back in midfield from 10 to 8 to 12 now. DM.
6. You're a 6 now. Right.
Some people call
Do
it
you like
4,
to think? Think you're 8?
I can definitely still play 8 fairly well. I can probably still play 10 fairly well. I'd just say I'm better defensively. I should actually be playing the game.
Yeah, I want to know this week. I'm just thinking.
Sure, I'm not reading the story, mate. I'm doing my own thing.
Do you have a different penalty run up, or is yours pretty standard?
I just sort of run up to it how normal people do.
Is it a start step?
No, I just run up to the ball and kick it into the corner.
Do you take penalties?
Not really.
No.
I've not taken a penalty in a game in about 1.5 years.
You had a shootout recently in a cup or not?
That was the last time I've taken a penalty.
Was that this year?
No, it was about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago. I don't take many pens. Get Chalobah in, mate. I swear by Trevor Chalobah.
Do you wear grip socks?
I do, yeah. It's because at my last team before I joined my current one, they didn't give us socks with the foot bit on. So
They just gave you leg warmers, basically.
Yeah, more or less. They just gave us sock sleeves. So it was either wear my normal socks or just buy some grip socks. And then since then I haven't gone back.
Finally,
I'm happy with this.
do you think you've spent more hours in a car or playing football?
In the car.
Yeah.
I had an away game up in where was it by? It wasn't in Peterborough, but it was really near Peterborough.
How many hours is that? Where we are?
About 2.
2.
And
there and back.
I was on the bench and I played like maybe 15-20 minutes. So I probably spent a combined 4 hours in the car that day and spent maybe 20 minutes on the pitch. That was a rough day.
We'll finish setting up our teams and then we'll get into the first game.
We'll play from the back, mate.
It's time for us to play our first match. And while we do that, I will get Charlie's top 3s, starting with, who are your top 3 footballers of all time?
Of all time?
The best, yeah.
Messi and Ronaldo, they're the 2 obvious ones. And
Third one's always the pick that kind of
yeah,
varies.
first one that varies. I've never really thought about this that like deeply. I'd say like Maradona.
You ever watched him play?
Nope.
No? Well, that's someone you've watched play.
Someone I've watched play. Cole Palmer.
That's Palmer number 3.
No, if you want someone I've actually like watched play, I'd say Neymar. But like,
Oh, I'm 1-0 up.
oh, you scored already? I'm still loading in.
Birmingham
at home. If we don't win, I'm gonna fume.
What are your top 3 skill moves in game?
Well, obviously I play a bit deeper, so I don't whip out rainbow flicks or anything. But step over, La Croqueta. Even I don't even.
Is that it?
La Croqueta is not a skill move. I don't care what anyone says. That's just footwork. Well, the thing is, in midfield, a lot of the time you don't really use skills.
Feints, yeah.
You just use feints and use the opponent's momentum because you're not 1v1.
Yeah. But you did use players as wingers. So did you used to use any then? What was that?
I was just a bit of a step over merchant and a pace merchant.
Step over. Okay, that's boring.
That's why I'm no longer a player.
Could have just whipped out a roulette. I'm 2-0.
Regulation half time. We're drawing to Birmingham. Are you joking?
I'm 2-0 up.
You're 2-0.
What are your 3 favourite players of all time from the team you support?
Of all time, I would say Eden Hazard, John Terry, Frank Lampard.
John Terry?
John Terry, mate. Don't get me started on John Terry.
There must be a player you prefer to John Terry.
Do you understand how good he was?
Yeah, I know he was good.
I don't care about the match stats.
And finally, what are your top 3 goals of all time?
What, like in football?
Yeah, not you as in football as a whole.
Okay, I would say Kasami versus Palace. I think it was when he takes on the chest and like he doesn't break stride. He's wellies into corner, mate. That goal was ridiculous. Ibrahimovic's overhead kick versus England, like 30 yards out. That's a bit stupid. And I don't know. Maybe Bale's overhead kick versus Liverpool.
In the Champions League, yeah.
To score an overhead kick in the Champions League final and no one talks about it, that is ridiculous. European final.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Right, I need to make people.
It's an under talks about goal.
I'll get Cole Palmer's ball striker, mate. We'll get a goal. Right.
But yeah.
I've made some tactical adjustments. We're about to beat Birmingham, trust me. There's no way we don't win.
Are you sure about that?
Anything else you've got? Maybe your academy experience as a whole. Like how you actually got to an academy in the first place.
Well, I had my trial, and I had to miss a school day to go do it because it was during the week.
So it was when you were at school?
Yeah. And I basically just went in. I trained with the year above, and they basically just. We just drew to Birmingham 0-0. Are you joking?
That was poor.
By sheer coincidence.
There's no way we don't win. We didn't score a single goal. Anyway, where was I? I had my trial. I trained with the year above for some reason. I actually don't know why that was. But I just had my trial with the year above. They said they liked the way I played. They thought I'd fit in well. And they said I could join at the start of next season.
So it wasn't like a shortlisting. You have like loads of people and it narrows down slowly. It was just they like how you played. Let you in.
No, it wasn't like an open trial. It was I went in and trained with their current squad, and they were like, "We'd like you to join next season."
Right, we have finished game 1 and Charlie's top 3s. Now in game 2, we'll talk about the rise of Jamie Vardy and get Charlie's opinions on it. So, Jamie Vardy started his career at Stockbridge Park Steels before moving to Halifax Town in 2010, a team in the Northern Premier League. After scoring 25 goals in his debut season, he moved to Conference Premier League club Fleetwood Town, which I believe is that National League now.
Well, is that not a pen? Revo! Sorry. Again!
Fine.
Reece James getting manhandled over it.
But he scored 31 in his debut.
Oh, Rick Jackson!
He scored 31 in his debut season for Fleetwood, winning the Team's Player of the Year award as they won the division. Vardy then signed for Leicester, which was a record for a non-league transfer, as it was £1 million. He helped the team win the championship in 2014. And then he went on to score in 11 consecutive Premier League matches, breaking Rui van Nistelrooy's record, and was voted Premier League Player of the Season. He also won the league that season, and then went on to win the Golden Boot in 2019-2020. And do you believe it is that important to be in an academy, to make it to the highest level of English football?
I would say it helps, obviously. you get access to like better coaching, better players around you. But honestly, if you're not in an academy, I would say your best course of action is to get into non-league as soon as you can, because at the end of the day, you can be technically amazing and as part of academy, but if you don't adjust to men's football and you can't deal with physicality or like sort of the other elements that come with it, then you're like, a non-league player would start over you if they are better than you.
Yeah.
As simple as that. Like even if you're technically better than them, if they offer more to the team because they're more experienced, they make better decisions, they win more physical battles, they're going to start you. Simple as that. So
so you're saying if you can get starting playing men's football at a young age, say, I don't know, 16, 17, as a teenager,
yeah,
that's a good way to work your way up the footballing pyramid.
yeah, it's not over if you're not in an academy, but obviously it does help out.
I'm sure that obviously there's no one quite like Jamie Vardy, but I'm sure there's a lot of cases where players have played at maybe 18, 20 in non-league and then made it to championship level, Premier League level.
I mean, yeah, there's loads of them.
No one else rings a bell that has actually gone to win the Prem through playing in non-league.
I mean, there might be a few, but none that I can name off the top of my head. Are we about to go 2 games 0-0 in a row?
You got to get some.
Oh my God! Nicholas Jackson! Yes!
The next day.
You need to hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Yesterday.
He's finally scored a goal.
From a corner,
Of course.
Nicholas Jackson.
Still just talking about Jamie Vardy and how playing in non-league can age you to playing in, well, professional league, like League 2, League 2 and above.
Well, yeah, it's just experience, isn't it? Like everyone improves at a different rate. So you might have players hit their peak when they're like 29, 30, and you might have players hit their peak when they're 17.
Yeah, because Vardy, he did struggle because when he first went to Stockbridge Park Steels, he was kind of in the reserves team when he was playing there until the last season. If it wasn't for Halifax, he probably would have never actually made it. If he didn't leave the first men's team he played for, probably never would have made it to the Prem.
I mean,
Is he still the most expensive non-league sign?
I don't know.
I doubt it. But we're over 10 years on from it.
Someone, I reckon. Or like there'd be a team that's had like money pumped into them and they've just signed the best player in the league above. It doesn't have to be a football league team signing a non-league, does it? Like if a National League South club gets loads of money and then signs a player from National League, they've probably outdone them there.
Yeah, probably. And not to mention he has, I don't know how many caps he has for England, probably close to 20, I reckon at least.
Not Vardy.
Vardy, yeah.
He's done well for himself.
He's not played in a while.
I don't think he wanted to though. I think he wanted to stop or something like that.
Maybe.
I can't say I don't know the most about Jamie Vardy in England. But
Yeah.
they're definitely. I think there was something he said like he didn't want to play international.
I mean, I can understand that. Quite a few people. But then Messi said that and then he went back to it.
Yeah, but Jamie Vardy didn't.
Yeah.
Also, might just be wrong. Maybe he just got dropped.
I mean, yeah, he's quite old now. He was quite old coming in, obviously, because he played non-league for a while.
He's retired, isn't he?
I think he's just moving from Leicester at the end of this season. I don't know if he's fully retiring.
I mean, I'd expect him to retire.
He's 37, isn't he?
He's been at Leicester ages. He's getting old, and he's the type to not really care. I reckon if he leaves, I reckon it's just quit.
And that is all for this episode. Don't go anywhere just yet, as here's what's coming up next time. Fred is back for another episode. What is that?
What?